Saka, Saliba, Trossard, please?
Not a lot. We haven't had obviously a lot of players. It's the first training session we're gonna do today, and we will know more after the session.
Did the international break come at a good time for you, do you think? I mean, it was such a great win for you, great atmosphere afterwards, but did you want to continue or did you like the break?
When you're in a good run, you want to continue, but it's is what it is. We have used it in the right way. Obviously, we have a lot of players in duty, and connect everybody with the same mindset and go, because we're gonna have a really difficult game against Chelsea.
Just looking back on that match, a quick handshake with Pep Guardiola, but I hear he gave you a message after he spoke to you. What did he say?
Nothing as usual. We have lost quite a lot against them, and when you win, obviously, you get congratulated. It was an important game. It was a beautiful day for us, and we move on. It seems like ages now.
Yeah, absolutely. Your neighbours are currently top, but ultimately, do you still feel it's a two-horse race between yourselves and Manchester City, or do you see other teams involved?
I don't have a clue who is going to be involved. We want to be there. That's the only thing that I know. In order to do that, we have to be perfect. And the league is so demanding. You see it every single week, and I think it's very, very open.
And how much are you looking forward to the game tomorrow? So it's always an entertaining one, Chelsea, isn't it? Chelsea, Arsenal.
It's a big game, and we know, and there is a big history between the two clubs, and the type of games that we have played against them. It's a very different one. I think this season I've been really impressed by Chelsea. I think they deserve much more than what they got on the table. I think what Mauritius in a really short time, it's phenomenal, and we're gonna have to be at our best tomorrow.
I bet Kai Havertz is excited to go back, isn't he?
And Georgia as well. I'm sure they will be. They were there. They talk really highly about the club and everybody there. So it will be a special day for them.
I just wanted to touch about an article I read yesterday on Aaron Ramsdale. He said he feared for his England place if he doesn't win his place back in the Arsenal side. How do you approach that? Do you try and give him more games, or does he just have to win his place back? It's not easy for you.
It's not easy for any player when he's not playing as much as he would like to. But the only way to do it is to work harder, to show the passion that you have for the game, to contribute to the team in a different way. And when you get the opportunity, do your best and try to help the team to win the game.
Finally, a club close to your heart. Rangers appointed a new manager this week, Philippe Clement. I know how much you love the club. Do you want to make a few comments?
I wish him the best, and hopefully he can deliver again what he's done in other clubs, because he has a phenomenal career already. So wish him all the best, and hopefully we can get the club back to where we want. Thank you.
Roger from the Premier League.
Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
Just going back to the Manchester City result, a lot of people were saying at the time that would be a massive psychological step for Arsenal to get that win under their belts. Is that something you can genuinely feel around the place since then, and just getting the players in over the last couple of days? Is it something you can take into the Chelsea game?
Well, that's the last experience, the last feeling that we had between us, and it was a beautiful one. You could sense in the atmosphere the importance of the game, and the way we won it and how we competed against that team. But it's just a game, and now it's about having the consistency and keeping the standards very, very high, because the next game against Chelsea is going to be even harder.
Chelsea themselves, difficult start to the season. They've won their last 3 in all competitions. Was it always a matter of time for Chelsea that with the players and the squad that they have, that things would eventually start to click? Or do you think it's too soon to say that they've turned
I
forward?
think when you look, first of all, the manager, the coaching staff they have, the history at the club that they have, and the players and the squad that they have, is going to happen. I think it has happened pretty quickly. Not only the last 3 results, I think, as I said, again, I think they deserve much more in terms of points and results than what they already have. So you can see that they're going to be up there.
How difficult has it been to prepare? Obviously, the players have been away, internationals, you've had injuries. In terms of putting together the team that you'd want to send out on Saturday, have you got an idea in your head, or is it still a matter of, I'm going to have to see where we are going right up to
I do have the idea, but I have to see them all together today, how everybody is, because we have a lot of people traveling around the world and with a lot of minutes in their legs, and I want to have and judge what is the best for tomorrow, not only in terms of what I want to do tactically, but how is the energy, how is the mood, how is the spirit, and in order to do that, I'm going to have a better clue after the game, after the training session today. Thank you.
Talk sport.
Hi, Mikel. You
Hi,
well?
very good.
Chelsea have been this season. They've spent a lot of money over the last couple of years, but they haven't bought an out-and-out striker, an out-and-out number 9. In a sense, they're playing different players in that position. You started doing that when you were at Man City. You've done it a bit when you were at Arsenal. In terms of not having an out-and-out striker. Can you explain the bonuses of that from a managerial perspective?
Well, I think having players with different qualities give you different options, and always as well is related to the opponent. What behaviors do they have, and what are the players you have around that nine? You have midfielders as a wingers that they only come to feet, and a nine that wants to come to feet, and attacking midfielders that are more holding midfielders. Then you don't have any threat. You know, you have a nine that wants to come attacking midfielders that are constantly threatening the last line. Proper wingers there. Then it becomes a different threat. You have players in the last line that can progress the play. Do you have players in the last line that can link to those pockets to have to make the runs and attract central defenders? It depends a lot of the qualities of all the players. You can't just isolate the nine. You have to see the whole thing, how it connects, and what kind of threats and things that you do. For sure, if you don't have a big nine inside the box, you lose something. If you're going to start to crossball with your fullbacks, you're going to have probably an issue. But there are many ways to attack, and depending on the opponent, obviously, maybe that option is better than another one.
So in those sort of systems, are the midfield players like, for example, a Havertz or an Odegaard, as important as the guy who's right down the centre, or is it more the players like Martinelli who is approaching 100 games for Arsenal?
I think it's the combination of those qualities and there are certain ingredients that you should have as a team to attack well, you know, and it's not only the nine, but it's many other players.
Finally, you don't know if bukayo saka is back this weekend. You won't know until after training. England are now qualified. Would you like to see, from an Arsenal point of view, maybe him getting a little bit more time off internationally, as we all know he's going to play in the Euros next summer, so that you have more options to use in this season, or do you think that's unrealistic?
Well, I don't know how they're going to approach it. Obviously, when our players are fit, we are really happy to let them go to the national team, and we always done that. And the players want to go, and I think it's a great fulfillment and opportunity for them every time they are there. So if players are fit, they're going to be available to be taken.
But he's seen as the jewel in your crown and the jewel in England's crown as well. We don't want him